Hello everyone, this is Zach here. So first of all, welcome to this channel and thank you for spending your time to watch this video. So this section here today, I would like to share with you trading opportunity in a boring markets. Okay, so usually quiet market, most of the traders not really interested, but if you know how to look for right information, okay, actually there's tons of opportunity in a boring stocks. Okay, so today I'm going to share with you the setups that personally that I like to look into, okay, when trading these kinds of patterns, and a case study too, okay, to show you how you can do it. Okay, so throughout this video, if you like the things that I share, okay, please help me to click the like buttons or help me to share this out. If not, subscribe to this channel and I will definitely share with more chart setup based on volume spread analysis. Okay, so before we start, just a very quick disclaimer that I'm going to share with you right now is that this video here or this section, definitely there's no buy or sell call. Okay, we are not allowed to do so. So if you want to do a certain trade, make sure you get a professional advisor or at least have a trading plan. Okay, so as I say always, anything that we do, there's risk. Okay, so that's why we need to have a stop loss. Okay, I'm looking something for like 65% winning rates with risk to reward at least 1 against 2. Okay, so yes, no buy or sell calls over here in this video. Okay, so now why boring markets? Okay, boring markets can be boring, okay, usually sideways, nothing to do, but if you know how to spot them, okay, actually it do provide tons of opportunity, okay, to enhance further your portfolios. Okay, so now first of all, what is volume spread analysis? Okay, volume spread analysis is the study of relationship between volume and the price to predict the direction of the markets. So three things that usually really into: volume, the spread of the bar or candles, the price, okay, including the open, high, low, close. Okay, so we look into that as well to ensure that currently is the demand is in control or the supply is in control. Okay, we want to know that. Okay, so if let's say based on these three criteria, we sense that the supply is in control, then what's that reaction or what's the action we should take, okay, on the next day. So we stay focused on price and volume and seek to find the action of the professional trader, also I can say the smart money. All right, so today I'd like to focus this stock. This is KSSC. Okay, it's also one of the steel counters, okay, or aluminum counters, and of course compared to the other steel counters, this KSSC, this counter definitely is slightly slower and it's more quiet. Okay, but of course I'm not going to talk about sector today, but I'm going to focus on setup because this setup can happen in any other sectors. Okay, I got it from construction, I can got it from the properties, I can get it from technology sectors. Okay, but today I'd like to show you this, okay, KSSC. Okay, so of course I do add in also the FA rating from Robi and the bullish ratings too. So FA rating seems like it's not that good at the moment because it's only 1 against 8. Okay, so definitely it's not suitable for those I want to keep for slightly longer term for investing purpose. So bullish rating currently is 92. Okay, seems like having a pretty nice momentum at the moment. Okay, so this video here is recorded on 5th of May, so all this information is based on 5th of May. Okay, so if you watch later on, probably on the check again, okay, using the Robi apps. So okay, now let's go to the disadvantages first. Okay, because any setup that we do, okay, any trades that we do, definitely there is disadvantages and advantages. Okay, so make sure as a trader we need to understand ourselves. Okay, if let's say we cannot do this, make sure you avoid this. Okay, so example, right, the disadvantages to trade these counters, I can say sometimes it will move for a period of time. Okay, like I say quiet markets. Okay, so quiet stocks, boring stocks. Okay, it can move weeks to months. Okay, so some traders probably if you don't like it, okay, my advice is that probably look for other patterns. Okay, because when you entered, okay, I mean some members, okay, when they entered, if let's say 1 week didn't move, okay, so sometimes they will feel very nervous, okay, and they will say that, okay, why doesn't move? Okay, because others moving, this is not moving. Okay, so like I said, this setup require a little bit of patience. Okay, so because sometimes accumulation takes some certain period of time, okay, to make it happen. Okay, so yes, these stocks required some movement, probably week to months. Okay, so make sure if you cannot hold a stock for maybe weeks to months, probably you want to look for other setup that is suitable for you. Okay, so mid to long term, definitely nothing is exciting in the stocks. Okay, unlike, you know, those stocks that break up climatically. Okay, like for example, all this data prep, DNX. Okay, got a lot of excitement. These stocks move up quietly. Okay, even though, you know, I got 30% in profit right now for KSSC, but, you know, seems like not much people talk about it. Okay, because it's too quiet. Okay, and people seems like not really bothered about them. Okay, and of course, when you hold a period of time, sometimes you miss other opportunity. Okay, I think this is also a disadvantages. Okay, for doing this trade. Okay, but again, like I said, depending on your style. Okay, as a trader, some traders, okay, some members, they'll share me saying that they currently have a full-time job. Okay, they don't have time to monitor every single day, just probably, you know, few hours, half an hours a week. Okay, so I think probably this is suitable for you. Okay, so advantages. Okay, definitely the things that I like about this pattern is low risk. Okay, because you are buying right exactly pretty close to the supports. Okay, unless you chase a price. Okay, so there's different things. So this trade setup always allows you to got a good chance to buy at very low base. Okay, the base there, and your risk to it is very good. Okay, again, if you got low risk, you got good rewards. Okay, so like I said, always looking for something is at least 1 against 2. Okay, so this is definitely one of the setups that I prefer, to be frank. And another thing is that these trade setups are usually not that stressful. Okay, which means that you are not chasing a trades. Okay, you're not FOMO. Okay, so, you know, you don't need to like monitor every single hour or 30 minutes of minutes. Okay, so when you buy entered based on these setups, okay, the next thing is that you want to monitor the supports. Okay, usually I put my alerts there. If it hits, I exit. Okay, if it doesn't hit, it goes up, then I see where they hit resistance and take profit. Okay, so less stressful. Okay, because less, no need to monitor. Okay, every single hour. Okay, so that's, I think, is also, you know, good for me, because sometimes I manage 10 trades, active trades. Okay, in a particular time. Okay, so sometimes I would like to have at least 2 to 3 this kind of trades. Okay, so I don't need to monitor, okay, the 10 trades in a time. So okay, now area to study today. Okay, this is the patterns that we want to look into, or maybe chart that we want to look into. The daily charts, okay, to aim for short-term opportunities. Okay, less than a month. And then weekly, okay, we started to look into longer period of time frame. Okay, 6 months down the roads, and the trade setups. Okay, so this trade setup, I will use line change plus NS signals. Okay, so line change, a widespread bar. Okay, a bar that's huge candle. Okay, and most important, this huge candle must come with high volumes. Okay, compared to a few months back. Okay, so the higher it is, the better it is. Okay, to ensure that the line change itself, it form a very nice support resistance for us to trade these patterns. Okay, now NS is very important too, because NS will show you where is the support after these things breaks up. Okay, because it breaks up, pullback, NS, that's where that you want to aim for your entry. Alright, so now let's look into KSSC right now. Okay, so this is KSSC daily chart. Okay, again, if you remember correctly on my previous slides, okay, the trade setups. Okay, line change. Okay, so this is LC, widespread candles, high volume. Okay, so again, high volume is very important to ensure that the support and resistance is building there nicely. Okay, building there nicely. So making a full pullbacks. Okay, LC holding well. Okay, subsequently forming a nice support. Okay, so of course support is building around this area, and this is like a confirmation for me. Okay, chill NS. Okay, so again, what's NS? For those who don't know, NS is no supply, which means at this particular moment there is less sellers. Okay, it's happening in the area. So technically no sellers, which means there is a support area because no one is selling it. Okay, so demand will slowly coming back. All right, so this is how I look into, okay, for KSSC for this trade setup. Okay, let me repeat. First, the background must be good. Okay, which is the line change high volume. Okay, which is the first one criteria. Okay, so we know where is exactly the support and resistance. Okay, potentially. So we want to buy, like I said, we want to buy close to support. Okay, we ensure the support is building there. Okay, you can enter when there is a NS. Okay, so NS, appeared, okay, you know there is a very good support is building around there. Okay, so you know where the stop loss is, and you know where is a reward, potential reward it is. Okay, so this is daily chart, pretty clear. Okay, pretty clear. Happening over periods of how long? This is back to December. Okay, and now May is only breaks out. Okay, so like I said, you need patience for these trades. Okay, you need patience for these trades to work out. Okay, in this case 5 months. Okay, so of course I entered somewhere around this NS over here. Okay, after it breaks up, okay, I didn't really FOMO and chase, luckily, and it make a full pullback from NS, then I just look for opportunity from there. Okay, so this is weekly chart 2. So for weekly charts 2, we want to look for information, okay, on how the stocks works, okay, in a specific longer period of time. Okay, so again, we got background line change high volume, which is very important, okay, because this is representing a potentially a change of trend, okay, from the background weakness to the strength. All right, so we got NS as support again, then the green pentagons, and subsequently support above the 20 MA. Okay, so the weekly chart is telling us that it's kind of healthy too, okay, by looking into the overall long-term direction for the stocks. Okay, so most of the time I'll do a quick chart on weekly chart. Okay, if I know I want to trade on this kind of patterns, I will do a quick chart on the weekly chart to ensure the background is good. Okay, you know, the overall is accumulation, is not downtrending. Okay, so this is very important for me because I want to hold it for a period of time, so make sure it's not a downtrend counters. So whenever the support is good, okay, the accumulation is there, then we focus on the daily chart to look for a low risk entry. All right, so this is the daily and weekly for KSSC. Okay, now trade setup criteria. Okay, so a very quick one. Okay, just now we look into background. Okay, again, what it means by background: accumulation and reaccumulation. Okay, we want to ensure that the background is not downtrend counters. Okay, it's not downtrending. Okay, so that's why I use the weekly chart to check. Okay, so we got line change. Okay, what is line change? Okay, widespread bar with high volume. Okay, the LC bar, you know, the bar that goes up, forming nicely support and resistance. Okay, and we got no sell signals, no supply signals. Okay, so this is the areas that tells you the support is building over there, and because of the less sellers is going on, okay, in the particular area. So less sellers, more demands coming in. Okay, so moving average also. Okay, if you realize my chart earlier on, okay, I do use moving average. Okay, this is to measure the momentum, okay, within the range there. Okay, even the weekly chart, I use the moving average, okay, 20-40s, to ensure that, you know, overall the trend is healthy. And daily chart also, I use 20-40 to ensure that within the range everything is pretty healthy too. Okay, moving up in a nice direction, even though it's low, okay, but in a nice direction. Okay, so effort bar. Okay, now the effort bar is a bit tricky, so we need to monitor at a specific support areas. We want to ensure that the demand, okay, is more than supply. Okay, sorry about that. Okay, this is typo error. So the demand, okay, must more than supply. Okay, so how we look into that? Okay, we want to see there is a increasing volume on the up bar. Okay, so if you look into KSSC, you can spot, okay, few up bar with high volume or increasing volume, okay, in the charts there. Okay, so this is just a snapshot, okay, on how I do execute this trade. Okay, so against wherever it hit resistance, most of the time for this type of setup, I will TP half. Okay, if there's no weakness, I probably will try to get more from it. Okay, if let's say there's weakness, then I'm just going to exit everything. Okay, so usually it hits the resistance. That's where that I decided to just TP half. Okay, for this kind of trades. Okay, so this is also the previous one that similar setups that I do. Okay, banner lag. Okay, so line change high volume. Again, if you remember the setup correctly, line change high volume, support is building very nicely, 20-40s is holding very nicely, but this one got uptrust high volume. Okay, now this is what I mean. Okay, so if I spot weakness directly at the resistance there, okay, so this is where that, you know, sometimes I will just exit everything. Okay, yeah, I know sometimes it will break out after 1 or 2 weeks. Okay, but I just not going to take my risk. Okay, because if it hit uptrust high volume, sometimes it will drop back. Okay, and I wasted all my efforts, okay, by holding this counter for 1 or 2 months. So if I got good profit, hit resistance, and I spot weakness, then that's where I want to probably exit first. Okay, so if I got opportunity, I will look into it again. Okay, so this is better. Okay, so like I said, lots of counters now is forming these patterns. Okay, not only the steel counters, but you can spot in any other sectors too. Okay, so this is now one. This is MyTech. Okay, MyTech too, making a very strong patterns. Okay, based on this kind of setups. Okay, line change high volume. Okay, now this is UT that is a bit worried for me. Okay, so that's why at first I thought I want to stay away. Okay, from this chart because of I don't like UT high volume. Okay, so UT high volume usually push back to support. Okay, so again UT high volume is distribution. Okay, sellers is there. Okay, so push back to support. So that's where that you want to spot sound strength again. Okay, so that you can see one NS. Okay, but it failed to hold, but second NS holding very well, right exactly at the low of this LC. Okay, so again, this is a double confirmations of support is like pretty nice over here. Okay, green Pentagon's turning. Okay, and hit resistance. Okay, no weakness so far. Okay, based on 5th of May, of course. I don't know whether the subsequent day we have weakness or not, but so far, no much weakness. Okay, so price still holding 2040s. At the moment, I'll be frank with you, I accept ratings already, but let's see. Okay, if we found an NS in the area like KSSC, I mean, why not? I can try again. All right. So again, use the tools that we have. Okay, probably on the use Robi too. Okay, because you can check the charts there. Okay, if you spot this kind of patterns with LC and NS, okay, in your charts. Okay, so just calculate your risk. Okay, I'm not asking you to buy. Okay, but probably you want to do a back testing. Just try it out. Okay, of course with a proper risk. Okay, hopefully. So okay, once again, thank you for watching this video. Again, if you find this video here is helpful for you, okay, if you think that the things that we do is good, okay, help me to click the like buttons and help me to share this out, or subscribe to this channel. Okay, so let me know in a comment below any other things that you want me to cover, okay, based on one spread analysis methods. If possible, I will definitely do so. Okay, thank you, and I'll see you soon.